All right, question 5 on our worksheet. Use Venn diagrams to show that A union B intersect C equals A union B intersected with A union C. So remember when we did one in class, we had to take a look at, we're going to try and create a Venn diagram for this side and then a separate Venn diagram for this side. And for each of them, we might have to build those diagrams up to get the final answer. And then we're going to compare those diagrams to see if they're the same. So taking a look at A union B intersect C, let's do this part in parentheses first. So let's first take a look at B intersect C. Now when we take a look at this, let's think about the fact that we do have 3 sets altogether still though. So we do have a set A, a set B, and a set C. Now what we want in this one is B intersect C. So remember the intersection is that overlap. It's what's common to both of them. So I need the full overlap of where B and C intersect each other. And notice I need that entire overlap between those two of B and C. So even though a part of it does go into circle A, that's okay. Because at this point with B intersect C, I kind of don't care about whether or not it's in A. I just care that it's in both B and in C. So the full overlap of those two circles. Now what we want to do is take that picture and from it now find a union that picture, B intersect C. So we're going to take what we had in that picture and now try and create a union with B intersect C. So again, let's draw our diagram with our 3 circles, A, B, and C, and our union. Now, our universal set. Now, what we're trying to do is take a union between 2 things. So remember, a union joins things together. So it takes what's in either of them and lumps it all together. So I can be in the circle for A, which the circle for A is this guy. Or I can be in B intersect C, which was that picture that we just shaded before, which was this full overlap between those two. So when we do a union, we're essentially going to kind of shade all of it lumped together. So we end up with, let's see, there's 5 total regions that are shaded there then. The whole circle for A, all 4 parts of it, and that extra portion of B intersect C that wasn't shaded so far. So that's our Venn diagram for the left-hand side. Now let's try and take a look at our Venn diagram for the right-hand side. So look at this piece. We need A union B. So I'm going to make a diagram for A union B, and then I'm going to have to intersect that with A union C. So let's create a diagram for both of those so that then we can think about how to combine them together with a union. So A union B, we have to think about that's joining together everything that's in A and everything that's in B. So we're going to take all of what's in A and all of what's in B. So the full circles for both A and B are shaded in. Now we need the same thing for A union C. So again, we draw our circles. Now I need everything in A combined with everything that's in C. So all of A, anything in A or anything in C. So all of circle A and all of circle C are shaded in. Now what we're asked to find is the intersection of those two pictures. So what we think about if we do that intersection between those two pictures, well, remember the intersection is what's in the overlap, what's common to both of them. So I need to take a look at what is in both the first picture and in the second picture. So we need the common shaded regions of the two pictures in order to create this final intersection. So we're going to take a look at the regions bit by bit and take a look at what is shaded in both of them. So we've got A, B, and C. So if we take a look at both pictures, well, one thing that's shaded in both of them is this full circle for A. Notice that's shaded in both pictures. So let's shade it in our intersection picture. And then let's look and see, is there anything more that's shaded in both pictures? Well, in the first picture, we've got like this region of part B shaded, but it's not here in the second picture. So I'm not going to include that in there. In the second picture, I have this portion of part C shaded, but not in the first picture, so I won't include that. But notice again that little overlap region between B and C is shaded in both pictures, so we will shade that overlap region of B and C. And then no other regions are shaded in the other pictures. So this would be my final picture for A union B intersected with A union C. And now what we do is we take a look at these final two diagrams. So we got this diagram and this diagram, and taking a look at them, we see that they match, right? They have exactly the same regions that are shaded and unshaded. So we ended up with the same Venn diagram. So because the Venn diagrams match, the sets are equal.